Hello everybody, checking to make sure I'm where I need to be. Happy Sunday afternoon. I really dislike that delay with Facebook. I think there's like a delay of about 20 seconds. And 20 seconds doesn't seem long unless you're really waiting for something. And then it's like, where am I? Anyway, I'm where I need to be. That's a good thing. We like that. And I'm even on here, I think, 2 minutes early. So as you come on in and have a seat at the chalet, welcome. My name is Dawn Bourgette, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who's addicted to ink, paper, stamps, all the things, right? All the things. So just to mention, I may have a guest pop by the chalet for a couple minutes. So please forgive me on that. See, I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought there for a second, getting all my stuff together, making sure that I have everything that I need. So today, by the way, is May the 26th. It's Memorial Weekend. I hope that you're having a great weekend, whatever you are choosing to do. Today, here in West Michigan, it's a little bit gloomy, and I think we're supposed to get rain today, so that's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is, right? And by the way, if you're not part of my newsletter, go ahead, point the, oh my gosh, this is going to be one of those days, I can tell. Hey, Lori, hi. Happy Sunday afternoon. Happy Memorial Weekend. Hi, Jamie. Good to see you. I can't wait. It's less than a week away, and I get to see you. I'm so excited. Yay. So the silly little QR code here will take you to a landing page to sign up for my newsletter. So if you would like to join that and keep track of what's going on here at the chalet and also with Stampin' Up, go ahead and open up the camera on your smartphone. Act like you're going to take a picture, but don't take a picture. And that little QR code reader in your camera will read that and click on it with your finger, and it will take you directly to a landing page where you can sign up for my newsletter. I'd love to have you join that if you'd like, and also share that with your friends. Speaking of sharing, if you guys could, make sure to share this Facebook Live with your paper crafting friends. I always say the more the merrier, right? Sharing is caring. Also, we have a couple more days of the May host code, so if you see something along the way here that you would like to purchase that we're playing and creating with today, go ahead and please use that host code before you start your checkout process. If by chance your order is $150 or more, do not use this host code. Go ahead and use the benefits of the additional free product credit for yourself. That's always a good thing, a big bonus, right? And yeah, and if you do purchase with me, I always like to send you a little something, something. So it's a surprise. That's all I got to say about that. All right, let's get on with some other things here before we get stamping. Just to remind you to find me in all the other places as far as the my community on Facebook, which is Dawn's Creative Chalet Community. And then I am also on YouTube because I go ahead, I load these up to YouTube once I'm done. And that is Dawn's Creative Chalet. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and click on the bell. It will turn black. That will make sure that you get all the notifications as I do anything with YouTube. And of course, my blog, which is dawnscreativechalet.com. And I always have all the shopping list, basically. Supplies, shopping list, however you want to call it. It's there. So you can shop right from my blog. Also, of course, I already told you about my online store, and I am on Pinterest as well. So, yeah, all the places, right? Okay, also just, again, want to remind everybody about our online exclusives. These are products that are only available online. You will not see them in any publication. So make sure to get, I don't know, into a routine, possibly. I know I'm better with routines, so I don't forget. Like a certain day of the week, I will do X, Y, or Z. You know, one of those things. Anyway, and check this out. Into July, we're going to have some brand new products being added to our online store. And it's always first come, first serve. And I never know if it's stuff that's going to be, hey, Evelyn. Hi, happy Sunday afternoon to you. I never know if they're going to, if they run out of something, if they're going to bring it back. It's always kind of a hit or miss, I guess. I guess if it's really popular, they'll continue to keep it. But anyway, just a reminder of that. And once again, a reminder on Paper Pumpkin as well. For the June kit, it is called Life is Sweet. It's featuring the new in colors, which, oh my gosh, I love, 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 love. I love it. I'm sorry. I was just reading comments. You guys are awesome. For me, it's like trying to chew gum and walk at the same time. Sometimes I'm good at it. Sometimes I'm not. Hi, Judy. Happy Sunday afternoon to you. Anyway, if you want to sign up for the June kit, make sure to do so no later than the 10th of June to get the June kit. And I believe we still have the dies available. These are only available for Paper Pumpkin subscribers. There's doing this every 3 months so that like each quarter we have a small die set that's very reasonably priced that will coordinate with 3 kits. So I think that's kind of fun. So go ahead and check those out. I specifically like this one and this one in that set. I mean, well, the butterfly is cute, but I don't know, there's something about this here and then the thanks. I really like that. I send out a ton of thank you cards, so I'm always looking for a way, right, to do something a little bit different. Also, just wanted to talk to you guys about this. This is going on yet for, oh my gosh, like 5 more days. Yikes! So if you have not taken advantage of this and you would like to, you have 5 days left to do it. So what this is all about is you're going to get these items for free in your kit. The kit is $99 plus the tax. It is free shipping. You'll get a free Paper Pumpkin kit and the 4, well, actually it's more than 4 items. You're getting the pack of the variety pack of the 8.5 by 11 paper, the set of 5 new in color ink pads, the new 6 by 6 in color designer series paper. There's, I think, 48 sheets in that. And then also the pack of 5 of the water base, our markers, not the blends, but the markers. So this is an $82 value, and they're just throwing it in as an extra. I mean, wow. I had it out last week so you could actually see it. I mean, it's a good amount of stuff, you guys. It's amazing. So if you're interested or if you have questions, just let me know. I'm always here for help. And let's see here. By the way, purchasing that for $99, you're actually getting $143 of free product. It's crazy. Let's see here. Oh, upcoming stuff that's happening here at the chalet. Just so you guys know, if you are local-ish to me, and let's see here. June the 7th. June 7th is the next sip and stamp at Starbucks. So you just come on over, bring a friend or 2 or 3, and you make a free craft along with me, and it's really super easy because I want to make it easy enough for people who are beginners, somebody who's never tried stamping before. And it's always so much fun, and it gives me a lot of joy to watch somebody who's not stamped before stamp for the first time, and they are so proud of their card. Like, that's what it's all about. So I always give you guys homework. Remember that. Your homework is don't hoard the card. You got to give it out to somebody who needs a smile. That's exactly what it's all about. So anyway, that is coming up on Friday, June the 7th. The 7th. And then as we get into July, that is a holiday weekend. So we're going to bump it a week later than normal. But we'll talk about that as we get into July. I don't want to confuse everybody. So the next one is on Friday, June the 7th. And then we have a creative card class here at the chalet on Thursday, June 13th. You need to RSVP no later than, I didn't put it down here, no later than June 10th. I offer the times of 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 6:30 p.m. It's $30 or free with a $30 minimum. And the theme, I think we're going to be using the label with love. That's what I've kind of come up with. And even though you see the pictures in the, how do I want to put it, like the advertisement or the marketing of the class, Those may change, but we're using that bundle. I just needed to have something there for a photo, but you never know what you're going to get. So, you know, sometimes it's fun to have a surprise, but we will be using Labeled with Love, that bundle. And then as we get into the latter part of June, we have the product inclusive class with Thoughtful Journey, and that is a $35 class. And I always give a $5 coupon with any size order during the class, but it has to be during the class. And that's on Thursday, June 27th at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 6:30. And I need to have RSVP and prepayment no later than June the 13th because I need to order your product for it. Okay, hey, Colette, hi. Happy Sunday afternoon. It's good to see you. Have you started your moving process yet? I'm curious. Let's see. What else? I think that was everything. So let's go ahead and let's dive into some fun stuff. So there are some bundles that I'm wanting to make sure I show you guys that I've gotten, collected, purchased, however you want to put it, that's in the new catalog. And one of them that I've been dying to show is this one here, which is Mediterranean Blooms. It's on page 34 and 35 of your annual catalog if you happen to have one. You did start the packing. Oh boy, that's always the fun part, right? Anyway, so I have actually 4 cards. We'll see how we run on time, because one of the cards I want to do first, and it's the most, how do I want to put this? I don't want to scare anybody. It's a fun fold. We'll just say that. It's a fun fold. A friend of mine designed it, and I loved it, and I wanted to share it with all of you. So we're going to do the fun fold with that, and then we'll go with time. I have 4 cards prepped total, but if it is running too late and you guys need to go, we'll just stop at 3. But anyway, I love this. And not so much, I wasn't so much sold on the stamp set as I was on the paper, right? We all love the paper. We're paper crafters. That's our thing. We fall in love with the paper. But this paper here reminded me, it took me back to 2016 when I earned my very first incentive trip. It was a Mediterranean cruise, and Italy was amazing. And they have these absolutely humongous fruit, especially lemons and oranges. Their soil there is, I guess, just perfect to grow the humongous size fruits. So anyway, it just takes me back to that. I think it's beautiful. In fact, I should have brought my little sampler thing that I made. But anyway, we'll just look at this. This is good because we'll be playing with it anyway. But the colors that are featured in it are Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, Garden Green, Balmy Blue, and Night of Navy. So I'm just kind of gearing the projects around those colors with the designer series paper. Alrighty. So since you guys know what we're going to be doing, let's take a look again at the bundle. So the Citrus Blues stamp set has these beautiful dies. And you can see I forgot to poke out all the extra stuff in them. I've been using them a lot. But anyway, this is kind of cool. So you're going to see here, let me get these. I should put these, on my magnetic sheets, and I forgot to do so. So we have this piece here. This just cuts out the outline. We have this piece here, and it just cuts out the pretty leafy thing. We're going to call it the leafy thing. So what I wanted to do is use the exterior piece and the leafy thing together. And then if you really want a background, there's a second leafy thing. And that fits inside like so. So we're actually going to use all 3 of those dies. And then we have these additional dies. And between this bigger die here and this one here is like the outline for the lemons and the oranges. So just kind of fun. And what I love about that is that, okay, it matches not only the images in the stamp set, but also in the designer series paper. And you're going to see I actually didn't do any stamping with these 2 to make the cards we're going to make today. I relied totally on the designer series paper because I have said time and again, I'm a very lazy crafter. I love beautiful cards, but I don't want to have to spend hours making them, right? So we're going to use the Designer Series paper images, and I've cut them out with the dies, which is kind of fun. And then you'll see this little guy here, this flower. There are flowers in the Designer Series paper that are different sizes as well. In fact, let me go ahead. I'm going to show you guys this. Why not? By the way, if you're looking for the number for the Citrus Blooms bundle, there it is. Okay. I'm figuring since more people are shopping online, I need to get in the habit of telling you these item numbers more often, kind of like QVC. Those of you who know me are probably really laughing right now. Yeah, we know, Dawn, we know. But anyway, I've cut out a bunch of these little flowers, and then we have these other, see what I mean? Isn't that cool? So you don't even have to color if you don't want to. Just use the designer paper. I'm all about that. So we're going to be using some of those today, and it is a red rubber stamp set. So yeah, it's become one of my faves, and after I started playing with this, I just wanted to create more and more stuff. Okay, and then also the other thing that we did also use are the Stylish Shapes dies, which is item, what is it? 159,183. And they may have gone up in price. This was last year's pricing, because I price everything as I get it. That way I don't have to do it when I get ready for my BOGO. Everything is priced. That makes it easy. So much easier, I tell you. So I've used the circles, and I've used, I believe, this larger one here. But these are awesome, and I know I've talked about these time and again. I almost use them every single week for my Facebook Live. So if you guys don't have these, this would be a great must-have in your collection for sure. Okay, let's see here. What should I start first? Did I mention I might have a visitor in just a little bit? I may. So we'll see what happens with that. So it might throw me all off. We'll see what happens with that. Okay, let's get started with this card. And hi Laura, how are you? Happy Sunday afternoon and happy Memorial Weekend. This fold, a friend of mine shared with us, and it was during some training, and I just thought it was so cool. And what's really neat is that this will work with a lot of our different Designer Series papers and stamp sets and bundles and all that fun stuff. So let's see if I can show you guys without totally destroying. There we go. So it actually opens up like that. Then there's a pocket that is stapled on either end. And then you can tuck it back inside. And if you wanted to put a little gift card or something like that in it, you could. So I just thought this was kind of fun. There's a couple of measurements. Just don't panic if you don't get them all, because you can always watch the replay and catch them again. But for this card, because it is a fun fold, and there are a few pieces to it, I decided to put the measurements on each piece. So first of all, I did cut out a piece out of our Designer Series paper. Isn't that pretty? I cut out a couple of these just in case I make a boo-boo. We have a spare. I've learned that I need a spare just in case. So those are going to be something you'll need, something for a sentiment. And let's go through the pieces. First of all, you're going to want a piece of thick basic white cardstock. It's cut at 4 1/4 by 6 1/2. And I forgot to put that I scored it 1 inch. So I scored one of the short ends at 1 inch and folded it over. Okay, so we're going to actually do the score. One side at 1 inch. Okay, so you guys got that. Easy peasy, right? Super easy. And then you're going to need a piece of balmy blue, 4 by 5 1/4. You will need a piece of designer series paper at 3 3/4 by 5 3/4 and score at 4 5/8 on the long side. Okay. And then we also have a piece of basic white, which is 3 3/4 by 4 1/2. And a strip of designer series paper cut at 3/4 of an inch by 4. All right, so you guys got all the things, right? Like I said, if you haven't, don't worry about it. Go ahead and, I want to call it rewind after the live. Do we rewind? We had this discussion last week. Okay, Dawn, stop. All right, so the first thing we're going to want to do, oh my goodness, I'm crazy. I think I want to set this piece aside. We're going to take the Balmy Blue and the piece of designer series paper, and where I folded it, we're going to go ahead and put adhesive on the back side. Now, if you wanted to use the side where the fruit is, feel free. So I'm going to go ahead and use my liquid glue. Hello, how are you?
Good.
Oh, my glue isn't working. So Lonnie, say hello. Even though nobody can see you.
Ooh, so pretty.
Isn't that pretty? And I'm going to put it up towards the top. Just like that. So when you open up your card, this is the flipper part. So you guys can see the beautiful fruit on the inside. And then I'm going to take this piece of basic white and I'm going to put it on the inside like so. So you have like a place for the, oh, we have Evelyn saying, hi, Lonnie.
Hi, Evelyn.
And this is going to be like where you would write inside your card. And I'm going to put it down a little bit further than my other one. So it's about, whoa, it's about to be crooked. Here we go. All right, so that'll be the inside of your card where you can write. And then we're going to take this piece here, this thick basic white, and let's do this. Yeah. So I'm going to put this on the inside of here, okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue this entire piece inside so that the flap is on the bottom, just like so. So it's almost like a, what do you call it, a matchbox? And then we're going to take this strip of 3/4 by 4 piece of designer paper, and we're going to put it down here. So that wasn't so bad, right, guys? Just I don't know, just a few extra pieces. But again, I think that this fold would be really super cute with a lot of different themes. All right. Now, what I'm going to do before I mess it up, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab a stapler. This is how easy it is. But you want to make sure that you're going to have room for this paper to slip inside. So make sure that you staple it literally on the edges. If you go too far in, this isn't going to fit, and then you're going to have a puckered card. But I guess the theme is lemons, right? Pucker up, buttercup. All right, so we're going to go ahead and staple on either side. Whoops, that didn't work out so well. Okay, try that again. And there you have your pocket. So on this one, I went ahead and I put the lemons on the DSP. But if you wanted to, you could also do it another way. You could put it right down here. So when you open the pocket, you still have the pretty of the lemons showing, which is kind of fun. So let's do that on this card. So what's Miss Lonnie up to today?
Running around.
Uh-oh. Okay, we're going to put this on here like so. And then I thought I already had a bow made. I guess not. Oops. I should make Lonnie do the next card. See if she can just wing it and put it together.
Not.
She's not game for that. I don't know why. I think she should. What do you guys think? Hey, Lon, since you're here, could you go down on that first drawer right in front of you?
Yep.
And I have a bow maker. Yep. Right in there. Yeah. Perfect. That's all I need. I already got my linen thread here. So I don't know how many of you guys have these, or this thingy, bow maker. I love it. See, I am going to need some scissors. And we're just going to make a bow, a single bow. I think I did a double bow on my sample. But for time's sake and stuff, we're just going to make it easy. Easy peasy. All right. Okie dokie. I'm going to go ahead and attach it with a glue dot, mini glue dot, right there. And then I also want to, of course, right, we got to put a sentiment on. Oh, yeah, we have to, let's not do that yet. Reverse. I get ahead of myself. Okay. I used, you're the best kind of person. So we're going to go ahead and use that. Whoops. All my goodies are going to fall out. Here we go. I'm one of those naughty people that do not put the stickers on my blocks. I know, I'm so bad. And this is Night of Navy ink. And we're going to go ahead and put the sentiment on. Ooh, that's just perfect on there too, isn't it? And this was cut with the stylish shapes in basic white. I'm going to clean this off before I get it on me and my cards. Have you guys ever done that? You're like, where did this ink come from? And then you realize, oh, it's because I didn't clean my stamp and I just put my finger in it. That's awesome. Okay. There we are. So I think what I'll do with this, I'm just going to go ahead and attach it to this, but not to this, because this is attached to this and it will not open. That could be bad. So just remember that, depending on the way that you want to make your card, as far as where you put the sentiment and how you put it on there. Because that could be kind of complicated, although fun for the recipient, right? That would be kind of funny. All right, so there we are. And then in that whole suite of product are these, and this is the Opal Rounds assortment. Take your pick tool, and we'll go ahead and put some of these fun little rounds on there. I'll put one here and one there. Okay, and there we go. So that is our fun fold card. I know I don't do a lot of fun folds, but I just thought this one was really cool. So I hope that you guys will use it, try it out. It's a fun one. Because again, it'll open up, whoops, like that. And then you have a little pocket here to put a little something in there for your friend or your favorite person. Okay, let's go ahead and card number 2. What did you guys think of that one? You gonna try it? Let me know. Let me know. Okay, card 2. Now these are a little simpler. I know it looks complicated, but it really is very, very easy, I promise. So here we go. And again, I'm using a lot of the designer paper to do all the work for me. Okay, so take my little cheat sheet off here. We have a piece of Night of Navy cardstock, cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Then we have a piece of basic white for the liner, which is 4 by 5 1/4, and a piece of designer paper, which I thought would be kind of fun. It was a little extra scrap piece, which is cut at, I believe, 1/2 inch by 4. So let's go ahead. We're going to get rid of these first. We're going to put them on the inside of the card. Oh my goodness, my nose is running, my eyes are watering. It is the season for allergies. So I apologize if I'm sniffling and yeah, just not cool. Earlier, I was out helping the Mr. Power Wash the house. It needed it desperately. Okay, so this is one of the pieces of the designer paper. There's the back of it. Isn't that pretty? I like it. It's very colorful. This is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and just attach it directly with some multi-purpose glue to the card, just like so. And then with the basic white cardstock, I cut this out using, I'll show you guys again. So I used this die and this die together and ran it through all at once. And then you get this. Kind of fun, right? But what's really cool, if you wanted a solid piece, or if you just want to cut out like some designer paper and have a pretty edging on your card, this would cut out a solid piece that would go on the front of your card as well. So yeah, options. We love options, right? So it's a cool set of dies. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and around the edge of this entire piece, I'm going to go ahead and apply my multi-purpose glue. Whoops. There we go. And it's going to go flat to the card, front, just like so. And then, again, whoops, now I'm sticky. Every time, no matter how hard I try, I get liquid glue on me. So this, again, is part of the designer paper that I cut out with the die. I'm going to go ahead and attach it with some of these wonderful Stampin' dimensionals. There we go. And then attach this to the front. Huh. I really slacked. I thought for sure that I made a bow for each of these. Oh well, it is what it is, right? We'll do that in a minute. Oh, goodness sakes. And then I have a piece of Lemon Lolly. This is a beautiful color. How many of you guys love Lemon Lolly? I think it's great. This is cut at 3/4 inch by 2 1/4 inches. And we are going to use the sentiment, All My Love. So let's see here, grab that. And again, my block, whoops, put it on this way. Here we go. And we're going to use Night of Navy ink. And make sure I'm stamping it the right direction. Ish. There we go. Whoops. I scrubbed that so hard it fell right off the block. Okay, we'll put him back before I lose him or the Pearl puppy finds it later. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach this with a couple more dimensionals. And then, of course, we'll have to bling it up as well because that's just what we do, right? Alrighty. So I'm going to put this right about there. And then we're going to go ahead and make a bow with my messed up linen thread. You guys, did you know, I know I've shown this trick before, I'm going to do it again. Like, our linen thread comes on this little spool. And as you get closer to the end of the spool, it gets really curly. And sometimes it's cute, and sometimes it drives me crazy. So I want to straighten it out. So you just take your bone folder in your thumb and place your linen thread in between and just pull. And it straightens out your thread lickety split. Just one of those little, I don't know, linen thread hacks, right? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make our bow. Again, I'm just going to do a single. I did doubles on all of the samples. Whoa, there we go. Like so. My scissors jumped away. I hate when that happens. And go ahead and take my mini glue dot. And we'll attach this little bugger right like that. And again, we need the bling. And take your pick tool. And I think I'm going to use these, I don't know, what color is that? It's like a pale orange. These are so pretty though, they're kind of sparkly. You can't see it because the sun's not out here, but they are very pretty. So, oh, I did have a bow, look at that. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Or did you do that? No, you didn't do that. I'm asking Lonnie, did you do that? Anyway, so this is, ask Pearl, this is card number 2. All right, we're cruising right along, you guys. So, card number 3. All right, so we got an extra long piece of linen thread and some bits and pieces here. Let me get my little cheat sheet once again. Give you guys some measurements. So I did cut out some of those cute little blooms in the paper. This, oh that's right, I forgot to get these dies out to show you. This is the perennial postage dies. So I cut a couple of them out in case I make a boo-boo. You only need one, but you know. And then I just cut out a whole bunch of these little blooms. I really don't need all of them. I just threw them in there. Anyway, give you guys some measurements here. Night of Navy, cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. This is basic white, cut at 4 by 5 1/4. It's our liner for inside the card. So we're going to go ahead and there we go. I have a piece, look at the back side, isn't that pretty? Of designer paper. This is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Then I have another piece of the designer paper, and this is cut at 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. Now before we go ahead and just stick it down, what we're going to do is this. I'm going to stick this down to here. We're going to work with this piece and build it before we put it on our card base. So let's go ahead and taking my multi-purpose glue once again. Center it-ish. There's always the ish, right? Just like that. Then we're going to go ahead and I just took a bit of linen thread. And it's also sticking to me because, again, I got more liquid glue on my finger. That's always fun. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my seal. Whoops. And I am just on one side for now. Oh my gosh. My glue is not behaving today. I think it's had a busy week. Okay, there we go. Actually, I'm going to use this one. I'm thinking the other is almost done. It's like to the last of its stuff. So I put glue on one side of the back. I'm going to take the linen thread, stick it down. You can actually see the glue on there. And we're just going to go ahead and wind it around. Like so. Like I said, I got a little excessive with it but that's me. We're going to cut it so I can use the rest of this for something else. And I'm going to take the seal and again, just glue, oops, glue your fingers to your card. No, there you go. So it just stays in place, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and again, put some more seal on there and center it on your card base. How fun is that? And I already have a bow made. We're going to go ahead and attach this with some dimensionals. So if you guys been doing something exciting for the holiday weekend, if so, comment. Let me know what you've been doing. Picnicking or all that fun stuff. Okay, here we go. And then again, this is a basic white and I cut it with the perennial postage. I didn't think about that. Here I already told you and then I had to think about it the second time. And we're going to use, again, the sentiment, you're the best kind of person. I really like that one. And attach it to my block. And this time we're going to use pumpkin pie. This is a color I normally only use in the fall. Hopefully that's, well, that's kind of straight-ish. We'll do it again. Just because we can. Actually, I did 3 of these because I know me very well. There we go. That one's better. We're going to throw this one away. Lonnie's laughing at me. She's like, you're crazy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I want to attach this. I've already put dimensionals on here. So I think what I'll do is just put dimensionals on this side of it so it's not what we call what? Kittywampus, right? That's the technical term, kittywampus. She's laughing at me again. She's like, what are you talking about? Have you ever heard the term kittywampus? No? Oh, gosh. I think my grandma used it, along with you bet your sweet bippy. She used to use that all the time, too. Okay. And then we'll attach our bow with a mini glue dot.
It's already made.
It's already made. It was the one that, I don't know, it just appeared. I think Lonnie did it. Okay, whoops. Oh my gosh. Okay, that one's not cooperating. And of course my nails don't help. It's sticky! I got too much liquid glue on my fingers and everything is sticking. Okay, there we go. And then I thought I would use a couple of these. So let's go ahead. I'll put one here, one here, one here. That, and we'll put that one there. And then we still need bling. Can't be without bling. I'm going to move those aside. I can use those on another card. And goodness sakes, I got a hot mess going here. Okay, there we go. And whoop, come on, little guy. And there we are. And there we go. And that is card number 3. So we have one more. I think we're doing okay on time. Oh, yeah, we got this. Okay, what do you guys think of that one? That's kind of fun. See, the rest of them were easy. It was just the first card. All right, last card, home stretch. And I seen a bow. See, I knew I did some bows. So this is our sample here. Again, we're using a lot of the Designer Series paper to do all the work for us. This is a piece of Mossy Meadow. This is a color I don't use too often. It's, I don't know, it's not really my style. It's very dark, but it goes, of course, with the DSP. So this is a piece of Mossy Meadow. It's cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Then I have a piece of basic white, scored at 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to go ahead put this inside. And then I also use a little bit of scrap. This is 1/2 inch by 4. And I just thought it would add a little extra something something inside the card. There we are. And there we go. And then I have a piece of designer series paper cut at, this is a little different, I believe. I cut it a little bit larger. 4 3/8 by 5 3/8 for this piece of DSP. So it was just a little bit larger of a piece to have less of the mossy meadow showing around the edges. Does that make sense? Kind of ish. Me and my ishes, huh? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and stick that on like so. And then I used that die again. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but it also does a little bit of embossing when it cuts. Ooh, I really got some stuff on me. Look at that. But anyway, very cool, right? So we're going to go ahead and, again, a bead of glue around the edge. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means. It doesn't take a lot. We're not building a brick house, right? Okay, there we go. And then I used that middle piece that I was showing you guys. So I thought that would be kind of fun with the designer paper still popping through. So I'm just going to take this. Of course, it would have been smarter of me if I would have used our adhesive sheets to make this like one big sticker. But I didn't think of that. And that's okay. Because it really isn't going to take a lot here. But it fits inside just like so. Because I wanted to use this die as well to show you. And then again, I cut this from the designer series paper with the dies. And I'm going to go ahead and place that on the card front with dimensionals. And stick it to the left upper corner. And then again, the linen thread bow with a mini glue dot. Stick it on the top there. Whoops. And then I cut a couple pieces just in case I made a boo-boo. You know how much confidence I have in myself, right? So this is going to say hello, the sentiment from the stamp set. And it is cut at 3/4 of an inch by 1. So go ahead and get the hello. Where did it go? It always hides on me because it's so small. I know I'm looking right at it. There it is right there. See? Okay. And put it on the block. And we're going to use, again, pumpkin pie ink. How many of you guys make pumpkin pie, even if it's not the season of pumpkin pie? Because you just have a taste for it. I do that now and then. All right, so we don't need that. I think that turned out okay. We're going to go ahead and grab dimensionals once again. And stick this on like so. Whoops. That glue on my fingers is going to drive me crazy. There we go. And then once again, need a little bit of bling bling. I think I'll use this color again. Aren't those pretty? I don't know if you guys can see the sparkle. It's not really focusing really well on those, but very pretty. Anything with sparkle is perfect. Okay, there we go. And that was card number 4. So let me bring them all back so you guys can see all of them. That one and that one. And this one, and this one. I don't know. Which is your favorite? I like them all. I really do. This was fun though. It was fun to do something a little different with a fun fold. And thanks again for Erica for that fun fold. So I could share it with all of you. All right, guys. Catch up here for a second. You're going to take Barry to Timbers. Oh, that's right. It's his birthday. So, Barry, if you are listening, happy birthday to you. Have a fun time at Timbers. That's going to be cool. We're on the way to lunch. I'm watching you while John is driving. Well, I'm glad that John is driving. But, Laura, you guys have an awesome time. That sounds like fun. I hope that maybe the weather is a little bit better in Muskegon area. Is the sun shining there?
Probably not.
Probably not. All right, guys. Well, that's what I have for you today. So I hope that you're liking the Citrus Blooms bundle. I think it's just gorgeous. I love the colors in it. And again, it reminds me of my first incentive trip that I went on. So it brings back lots of good memories. But if you have any questions on anything, just let me know. I'll make sure to be loading this into YouTube and on my blog. So all the supplies will be listed on my blog as well. So if you have any questions on anything, just holler. Otherwise, have a great rest of your holiday weekend, because this is like having a second Saturday. And I know the rest of the week we're all going to be messed up on what day is it really. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your holiday weekend. Stay safe. And get inky and make something pretty. I'll see you next week right here at Dawn's Creative Chalet at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Bye-bye.